Hey there, my name's Hunter S. Johnson, and I'm here today to talk to you about male birth control. Specifically, male birth control that's effective 100% of the time. So let's talk about the pull-out method. I'm a performer and filmmaker here in Berlin, and in 2 weeks I'm going to be getting a vasectomy. This is something I've wanted for years. I've spent a lot of time around ovary owners, and it's always kind of bothered me. The most I can do is support them in taking birth control. Of course, the entire responsibility of birth control and lies completely on the fallopian. That's like somebody who's the tubes, the fallopian tubes. The fallopian. I've had so many friends who've responded not so great to hormonal birth control. It can mess with your emotions, body weight, and a whole host of issues. I had one friend who had a period for 6 fucking months when switching to a new birth control. And again, these methods work for a lot of people, and if it works for you and that's your preferred method of birth control, go for it. I just think that there can be some alternatives that don't involve putting a whole bunch of hormones into your body. And while condoms work, if used properly, and should still be used to reduce STI rates, I think that having a foolproof method of birth control that only needs to be undertaken once in life instead of every day or every 5 years or whatever makes a whole lot of sense. And I'd like to help my vas deferenzied brethren, the vas deferensis, we are the vas deferenzi, understand the process a little bit more, to take away some fear and open some doors. So what is a vasectomy? It's a procedure in which the vas deferens, and the vas deferens is the little tube that carries sperm from your testicle and the epididymis up to your prostate. It's about 15 inches long, which I didn't know. It's a whole lot of vas. It's severed to stop the flow of sperm. That's it. Super simple. The procedure itself is pretty interesting, and with modern technology, it's very, very easy. What I'm getting is the no needle, no scalpel vasectomy. The doctor first sprays local anesthetic, then a small utensil is used to make a tiny puncture in the scrotum through which the vas deferens is pulled out. The doctor then cuts a piece of the vas deferens out, either ties or cauterizes the wound, puts the vas deferens net back in its nice cozy little home in the satchel. And because the puncture hole is so small, no stitches are needed. It just heals on its own with time. And that's it. It's an incredibly simple procedure. The entire procedure takes like 10 to 30 minutes. It's virtually painless, and you can return back to light normal activity that day if you want to. Just no bike riding. No bike riding. That's no. It's important to note that a man is not fully sterilized until 2 to 3 months or 30 to 50 ejaculations after the procedure. So 4 days for me. To me, this is a really important part that I want people to get that has really only become possible in recent times. Vasectomies are pretty much completely reversible now. Even my doctor told me in the consultation that it doesn't need to be seen as a lifetime decision. It's now quite possible to reconstruct the vas deferens at a high rate of success. And even alongside reversal, men have the option of having sperm surgically removed and implanted into an egg via IVF, in vitro fertilization. So men that still want to have kids later in life but use vasectomy as a form of birth control, it is possible. God knows why anyone would want to have children, though. I know these aren't exactly accessible and cost-effective methods. I'm of the opinion, however, that it might be beneficial to give yourself a cost barrier to producing a child. Like an investment. If you have enough money to afford a reversal, then you should have enough to raise a small human. In Berlin, the procedure costs around €400 and can be done almost anywhere. I mean, there's urologists all over the city, and there's even entire clinics I found devoted to vasectomies only. It's super accessible. And they won't bug you about your age or anything like that. My doctor, when I asked him, told me that He thinks that if men can go off to war at 18, then they should be able to choose if they want children or not at 18. And I said, yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense. In America, the procedure costs anywhere from between $0 to $1,200. And this is primarily because the United States healthcare exists to give us a living example of the word oxymoron. When I was living in Michigan and asked doctors there, I was basically told I wouldn't even be considered until 35. I think you can get around this by going to Planned Parenthood. I know they offer vasectomies and will give really good advice. So that's it for now. I'll check in for the surgery. Hopefully the doctor will let me record during it. We'll see. And then a couple more times after that. And then just get ready for all that vasectomy porn. Tons of it. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon.